a highly anticipated match. Both cut from the same mold. Dragon Kid, as we see right here, versus Quicksilver. This should be an outstanding contest, Taro.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. This is I'm really thrown off by this match. I'm like, these guys seem to be very similar in styles.
That's right.
And I'm sure that, Quicksilver might be inspired by Dragon Kid. I obviously ripped the Dragon Kid off, but, I'm the first to admit.
Well, I mean, it's like a lot of us kind of pattern ourselves after our favorite wrestlers. So it's like, Taro...
Well, he wasn't necessarily my favorite wrestler, but I like some of the moves he did, and being the size that I am and the size that these gentlemen are, we are somewhat limited in whatever offense we can do. So we look for different variations of what can be effective in doing moves like hardcores and stuff like that. Well, and he obviously made a career out of it.
Well, I have to say, like, a huge influence on you. Maybe I should have worded that differently.
Yes.
He was a huge influence on you. And look, as we see the shake of hands, and we are underway here now.
Well, just to tell you too, my favorite wrestler has no influence on my style whatsoever. Terry Funk's my favorite all-time wrestler, and he has no influence on my style whatsoever.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because I couldn't really work that style very effectively.
That's right. And as we see the go behind by Dragon Kid, now the waistlock go behind by Quicksilver, and now stretching out the arm.
He weighs the same as me, Dragon Kid. I heard his intro. I'm like, wow, I even weigh the same as him.
That's it. If we could throw Taro in there real quick, we'd have a Jim Dandy. You'd
have a worse match probably than this.
Well, Taro, please,
Quicksilver's an amazing wrestler. I'm just
that man right
at this point. Give me some time. Maybe I almost could be ready. Almost.
Taro, you are retired.
I know. That's what I mean. I need some time, man.
Taro, if you go up in that ring, I will take a shotgun to your face, and
you can take me out like Old Yeller. That's good.
Exactly. As we say, wrestlers never retire, and I resemble that remark.
I know you do.
But Taro, losing your mouth to Super Dragon.
Shut up.
Why
did they bring that up?
Taro,
I thought we were having a nice, friendly, civil time here, watching this tremendous wrestling event.
Yes.
And you have to bring that up.
I'm sorry, Taro.
Go ahead, finish your point. You already went to it. Just finish it off. Put me away.
Well, let's go back to this match. Hip toss, reversal by Dragon Kid into the arm drag. Very nicely done by Dragon Kid. Drop toe hold, and now running off the ropes. Oh, go for the drop kick, but Dragon Kid now running off the ropes. Head scissors. Yes, takes him over.
Deja vu, though.
Not the deja vu, but deja nonetheless. Yeah. And now Dragon Kid, could he be going for one of his spectacular dives? Quicksilver. The camera is not
for it. Well,
no, it did not happen.
Here it comes, possibly.
No, it did not happen.
Nothing at all happened. I was waiting to see if he was going to try to pick him out or what. Quicksilver was ready for it. He's up there and he saw that Quicksilver was up on the floor, but
Dragon Kid right on top of him.
That's what he was waiting for.
That's right.
There's that moment where you first step in the ring where you're very vulnerable.
Double sledge by Dragon Kid right there. Oh, and now Quicksilver getting back on top of him, but Dragon Kid stomping him right back down. Now taking him to the corner. Could this be... Yes! Big chop right there by Dragon Kid, and a drop kick to the chest. Another nice maneuver.
He's in a very precarious position right there.
He is. And now Dragon Kid running off from the corner. He could be doing a maneuver right here. Yes! Running drop kick to Quicksilver. The fans clapping because this has been an incredible match so far. But this has been a tremendous weekend.
Absolutely. This is only night one.
And Dragon Kid. Now
we still have two matches left. The winner of this match is the winner of Rocky Romero against Roderick Strong, which will be tremendous.
Yes.
And then we got the crazy 8-man coming up.
That's right. And
who knows what kind of mysteries are in store for us in that match.
We have some partners. We do have some surprises in that match. That'll be the main event of our evening.
As long as I'm not one of the surprises.
Who knows? You never know. You could be sitting at the bar, Taro, and we could announce your name. You better be ready.
I'll fucking come in with a broken bottle, man.
That's
I'm ready to fight.
You'll be much like the original.
His draft.
You'll be much like the original Sheik. Just point that bottle and just go to work.
Exactly, and I'll pray to the I'll do the parade spot with the fucking flying carpet or whatever
There
shit
you go.
he had.
There you go.
I'll bring out a snake out of the ring. They get from that guy who's living down there. He probably has a snake.
That's right. And now Dragon Kid going to whip off, but reverse back elbow. Nicely done by Quicksilver right there. Showing his quickness. Rolls Dragon Kid to his feet. Whipping Dragon Kid off. Going,
There it is.
The spine buster. Nicely done by Quicksilver. This could be it. 2 count only. And Quicksilver, I think surprising Dragon Kid, thought that
Quicksilver looked a little upset that, he wasn't able to put him away there. A little flustered, and he should know this is going to be one of the toughest matches of his career.
Well, absolutely, and possibly the biggest match of his career, as if all these matches are in the Battle of Los Angeles.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a prestigious tournament.
And I would say these guys who are fighting the guys from Dragon Gate, they might feel a little extra pressure because they're feeling that there could be more money and more and a job for them on the line in this match.
Well, also, coming all this way just to lose in the first round would be a huge disappointment for anyone.
Absolutely.
And now Quicksilver getting Dragon Kid up.
And thing is too, Dragon Kid wasn't even originally going to be in this tournament. It was a very great surprise to be added in.
That's right. He was one of the added competitors.
Yes.
After the Briscoes were actually taken out of the tournament.
Yes.
But we saw the Briscoes
because their diligent behavior.
That's right. They actually made their presence felt at the beginning of the show, attacking Dino Winwood.
And we'll see if Dino can make them pay for that. We'll have to wait and see.
That's right. And
as a result, we get Dragon Kid in this. We had American Dragon, but unfortunately he got injured.
That's right.
And it got switched around a little bit. You're now facing Austin Aries tonight too. We got Rocky Romero, an awesome wrestler, getting to be in this tournament.
And what a coup that would be for Rocky Romero to be actually added into the tournament. But he has a tough task.
And I feel he's as good as a lot of these guys in the tournament.
I have to agree, and wouldn't that be a coup for him to win it all?
And I think he has beaten some of these men in this tournament. I'm guessing.
A majority of the men he has faced in this tournament. I'm not sure of the one-loss records, but I would have to say it's very impressive. And now whipped in his Dragon Kid into the corner, but stomped right into the chest. Dragon Kid actually bypassed him right into the corner, and now Quicksilver.
I think it's the same thing to him.
What is this? Got the diamond dust on him. Nicely done.
Counter.
What a great counter. Drop kick to the head.
Veteran tricks, as we call it.
That's right. And now, what is this?
Now I think he's going to try to pull off something. Let's see.
Dragon Kid going to the outside. He is. This could be the moonsault.
Oh my God!
Wow!
A young lady got trampled.
Young lady got trampled, indeed. The security.
She's all right. Dragon Kid making sure she's all right. That's nice. He cares about the fans here.
I believe the Dragon.
Because Japanese wrestlers traditionally, when they come to America, they're called. He'd be Mr. Dragon Kid.
That's right.
And Mr. Sema and Mr. Horiguchi. We'll be seeing on night 2.
Well, Dragon Kid-san would be but
Mr. Dragon Kid.
Mr.
No son. There's no son.
Well,
you said Mr. Great. Well, it's like Mr. Saito, Mr. Fuji. Come on.
I got you. So the Americanized version.
Yes, of course. Hey, did you ever watch wrestling when you were a kid? He's got salt in his pants. Trust me, he's got to throw the salt in his face.
They all do. And but actually, I think that Dragon Kid wasn't so much asking the young lady if she was okay. He was actually telling her she was okay.
Oh, okay.
That's he is actually a practicing chiropractor.
Oh, wow.
A Dragon Kid is.
He's much like the Mexican stars who have all the jobs. Like one of the Villanos is a dentist.
That's right.
Ooh, I wish I could have him as my dentist. Let me tell you.
Look at this, Dragon
that
Kid.
was crazy.
Dragon Kid actually
Quicksilver. There he is.
Trying to go up and over. Now the springboard. Springboard diamond dust. He pulled that move. 1, 2 count only.
Excellent cover though.
It's like a stunner right there.
They might be underestimating Quicksilver here a little bit.
That's right. Putting the jaw right into his shoulder. And now Dragon Kid in perfect control of everything. He could be advancing right here to the second round.
He's telegraphing this one.
That's right. Going off the ropes. And Quicksilver.
Very much telegraphed where Quicksilver took advantage.
That's right. Up and over. No, but Dragon Kid holds on. Oh!
No!
That could be the silver spike, I believe.
I don't know. Everything's silver something.
That's right. 1, 2. Could be the Silverado. Could be the silver. No, the Silver Rush, I believe, is the.
We need
Spine
to list
Buster.
these.
Yeah,
we need to list these.
Could
I think someone email it to us quick.
Could somebody please fax it to us? Although I don't have a fax machine. Whoa! Look at that! Nicely done.
The silver crazy train.
The silver driver, we'll call that.
Driver, all right.
That's right.
Silver crazy Battle of Los Angeles winning driver.
No, only a 2 count on that one. That is not.
All right, the silver near fall driver.
The silver near fall.
Sorry, that's terrible.
That's right. And now taking up to the top, what could this be? Could he be going for
the silver superplex?
And remember, Quicksilver was a participant in the Battle of Los Angeles last year, having an impressive, actually beating Davey Richards.
Yes,
and that was quite impressive. And I believe he used a top rope maneuver right there to beat Davey Richards.
Oh my gosh! And Dragon Kid just fell down. He was able to hold on. Luckily for him.
That's right.
Look out! Oh! It got
right to the knee.
Served.
Look at that! Oh my gosh! Springboard flipping
knocked the wind out of him.
2 count only. Oh my goodness!
Not quite enough though.
Not quite enough. Had a lot of flipping maneuvers right there. He couldn't keep track of them. And I know, Taro, you're seeing about 4 of them at this point right now. All that beer in your body.
I almost emptied out the PWG fridge. This is only night 1.
That's right.
You're in trouble. I don't care on the new comedy night 2. I'm still going to empty out your fridge.
Dragon Kid, go for that Dragon Rana. No, goes over the top. And Quicksilver saw that, had that well scouted. Going for, what is this? Up and over. Oh
God.
DDT.
Spiked him hard on that one.
We saw Quicksilver's head go straight into the mat.
What a camera angle that was on that.
I would have to say.
His ass to follow up on that.
Jumping
victory roll!
Go for the victory roll. That could be
that
it.
would have been it.
Oh no, caught.
See what happens? Uh-oh.
Caught right here.
The pile driver!
Go for a pile.
Oh my god! This will be DQ.
But it's not in PWG. 1, 2 count only.
Oh my gosh! I thought she almost pulled it upside out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness! The pile driver. Jerry Lawler has won many championships.
And he's rolling over in his grave because about Dragon Kid kicking out of that somehow.
and actually,
oh, I'm sorry, he's still alive.
He is still alive.
Is shit? Who else is he with? Superstar Bill Dundee, is he still alive?
Yes.
Austin Idol.
Yes.
Tommy Rich.
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. And now, what is this? Quicksilver. Oh, getting knee. Oh, wonderful maneuver right there. Oh. He had a fireman's carry, but actually took over Quicksilver.
The crucifix driver.
That's right.
Craziness. It's all crazy, baby.
Dropped into a crucifix driver. That is an insane maneuver.
It's delirious. I think it's delirious taking its effect on me finally.
Unbelievable.
Delirious and beer, baby.
That's right. Now, the waistlock by Dragon Kid. Reverse. Another reversal by Dragon Kid. Elbow. Quicksilver now running off the ropes. Dragon Kid.
Look out.
Oh, the drop toe hold. And now, what is this? Oh my god, go into the top.
This could not end well for one of these two men.
Oh my gosh. Drop kick.
And that was a dangerous maneuver for him to attempt.
This could be the Dragon Rana right here. We have seen this maneuver many times before. The Dragon Rana. Taking over Quicksilver. 1, 2, 3, and Dragon Kid has advanced to the second round. And now here we have Dragon Kid versus Roderick Strong. Now you would think Dragon Kid being from Dragon Gate, wrestling in Japan, and Roderick Strong wrestling out of Florida. And you think that these two men would not have a history. That is not true. Roderick Strong has recently been in Dragon Gate Wrestling, so these two competitors have faced each other before. I'm not sure if they faced each other one-on-one, but
as far as I know, they have not.
Okay. So here we go. This is going to be a tremendous matchup of Dragon Kid beating Quicksilver to advance, and Roderick Strong beating Rocky Romero.
And that was a very acclaimed match. From what I have heard, from what I've read, people would say that was the best match of night 1, as a matter of fact.
Yes, it was very, very well lauded. It's a hard-hitting
brutal match. And which we'll see how much of effect that takes on. That day off might have given him a little, refresher for him, definitely.
Definitely.
And this match is the first, will lead to our second semifinal match. We already have one semifinal set now with El Generico taking on Sema, and the winner of this match taking on the winner of our next matches is Davey Richards and Austin Aries.
That's right, and here we go, and obviously Roderick Strong has the decided
Roderick Fuerte.
That's right.
Yeah, they say so.
But Dragon Kid has a quickness and shows it.
And he has the experience too, believe it or not, at this point. He's been around for a long time now. He's been wrestling almost 10 years, I believe.
That's right, and a lot of fans may not realize this, that Dragon Kid was in WCW.
Yes, he was. I was thinking about that while I was thinking when he debuted, because I believe he was Little Dragon somewhere around like 1998, 99, something
That's
like
right,
that.
defeating Eddie Guerrero.
He beat Eddie Guerrero. I remember him beating Kosi, but I don't remember about Eddie Guerrero.
I believe it was. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong on that, but I know that he did beat him because it was a surprise victory.
Oh, okay.
I believe it was in his
and
debut.
he was Little Dragon.
He was Little Dragon
Right.
at that point, and
not like Ultimo Dragon Cito's the guy I know very well, as well as you know.
yes,
The man who would be me in my pro wrestling debut.
that's right. And there should be a promotion called Pro Wrestling Debut,
There should be.
and it should.
I'll start it.
Well, here's the thing. Pro
What?
Wrestling Debut. It's actually. It doesn't much like Pro. Oh, look at that, Roderick Strong.
Oh, that could
Affect his chopping right there.
That could affect his entire match, no doubt about it.
And he'll be nursing that arm for some time. You don't want to hit pull because it has no give. But they should have Pro Wrestling Debut.
Yes.
Where much like Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, we have an established roster and established people that are on. And Pro Wrestling Debut, it should be all new wrestlers every single time. And
Be interesting.
That's right. And wrestlers.
Now, do you mean people having their first match, or do you mean people debut?
I'm saying everybody wrestles once for Pro Wrestling Debut.
I'm just saying.
It's always their debut.
I'm just saying, would you be able to wrestle on that show once?
Would I?
Yes. Would you be able to? Are you talking about brand new wrestlers, or are you talking about wrestlers just coming in there once?
I'm talking about brand new wrestlers. I'm talking about wrestlers wrestling once. Everything is done once.
So that means it has to be new matches too every time. So like, I couldn't wrestle you on that show. I have to wrestle someone like a Roderick Strong or a Dragon Kid who I never competed against.
Well, and the thing, you can't do the same move twice.
Okay.
So if someone uses the body slam,
fuck, I'm screwed.
Exactly.
Because I do like the neck. I used to do like 2 neck breakers and a DDT in a combo.
Well, if someone does that, Pro Wrestling Debut, you're out. You have to come up with something new. And now, but
I don't like coming up with something new.
see, that is.
What my opponent came out and pushed a button when he comes out? I'm screwed.
That's right. And
What if someone can have a disco ball? Your old gimmick's ruined.
I am done in Pro Wrestling Debut. And
You gotta start that. That's how you project.
Dragon Kid with a double drop kick to the arm.
Who do you want to wrestle in the first show of Pro Wrestling Debut? I know we're going on with this.
Let's stick with the PWG Battle of Los Angeles.
I know.
We'll talk about that
I'm
later.
doing financial planning here. I'm trying to make millions and millions of dollars in wrestling, which is very possible.
Don't steal my
Good
idea.
Lord.
And
I'm not. I'm trying to help you capitalize on it.
Dragon Kid being very smart here and staying with that arm. Dragon Kid with that very interesting those knee pads, which look quite dangerous if you were to come up close to them.
Yeah.
And now Dragon Kid running off the ropes. Roderick Strong catches him on the baseline line.
Oh! Did he ever get a chance to cut that kid?
Swings him up into a back suplex. Same type of maneuver right there. And Roderick Strong still nursing that arm. The arm is
He's
not.
gotta be careful, and he's being smart. Oh, see?
That clubbing forearm right there, taking out Dragon Kid. Butterfly suplex up and over. Nicely done by Roderick Strong, but still gripping that arm. Taro, can you imagine if your arm was taken out, you could not lift those 12-inch boots of German beer, but 12 ounces of beer.
Oh God! I'll use my mouth. I don't care.
That's right. You down about 3 of them in an hour.
I can see. Watch. I'll show you. Oh, I'm gonna break.
Wow.
I looked up on the ground, but I couldn't do it. Sorry. I have a big glass with beer in it. I tried to pick up in my mouth.
That's okay. Body slam.
I got the chip teeth, so I said, fuck that, my teeth ain't worth it. Not for you people.
That's right. And
not unless there's sex involved with a beautiful woman, then it'd be worth it.
Roderick Strong got the arms up, and now, oh my God, he's stretching out Dragon Kid right here. This is gotta be so painful for Dragon Kid. Like, I can only think of one thing that you could do here is just try to get some momentum and roll yourself over.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, and maybe somehow that way maybe get a pin attempt on him, so you'd have to release the hold. But he's able to get out of it.
But Dragon Kid, being wiry, he was able to get out of that maneuver, and now Dragon Kid, now getting to his feet. But
if you want to call it that, that's all because of Roderick, right?
Because he's pulling out his mask and his hair, and a spin kick by Dragon Kid. Oh, and now Roderick
just pissed off Roderick for it.
I think so. You don't want to hit Roderick in the mouth. That is for sure. He does not take too kindly to that. And Roderick, as it says on the back of his trunk, as it implies, strong. He wrestles that strong style, and Dragon Kid has to move a little bit quicker out of the way. And here's the blockbuster suplex. Wow! Release blockbuster suplex right there. Just incredible.
Especially because Dragon Kid weighs 454 pounds.
Wow, and
okay, I'm exaggerating, but that's 454 ounces, maybe. I don't know.
Wow, and there's the backbreaker, the doer of the backbreaker, and he spits at fans at ringside who have disdain for Roderick Strong. And here he goes, actually with a bear hug now on the Dragon Kid, and it may not be too long before Dragon Kid submits, although he's trying to fight back valiantly.
Yeah, he's smart. If he wants to get out of this, you gotta get out of this as quick as he can.
Whoa!
Roderick had another idea in mind for sure.
Just taking over right there. I sounded much like Jeff the Drunk right there.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
And taking him over in another suplex maneuver, working on that back. First he went to the bear hug, then the suplexes. Remember, he is the doer of the backbreaker, so everything takes out the back. And as we see Dragon Kid clutching that back.
See, and he's being smart here. He actually did ground him. Traditionally, you go for the legs to try to ground him, but just a simple picking on a body part, and he's working on the back and the ribs. He's wearing them out, which is great. That's where you win matches and where you win a tournament like this.
That's right. And now Dragon Kid, he is pointed in many directions here. The head going one way, the arms going another way, the legs going another way, and I believe the foot pointed to space. 1, 2 count only by referee Rick Knox, the senior official and the international third man in this match. Ow, and just a clubbing blow again by Roderick Strong to that back. Dragon Kid trying to grasp anything, trying to get to his feet, but gets punched in the face for his effort. And now back into the corner, Roderick Strong now taking the Dragon Kid. Oh!
He is so showing that he has something to prove here. And if you saw that chop, looked like his arm's still bothering him a little bit because that did have an effect on him doing that chop. But he, my God, almost more than anybody, he's been aggressive. He's been, he's been strong. That's a really bad pun, but I didn't mean it.
Oh! But Dragon Kid getting out of it with that DDT right there. Just stunning Roderick Strong there for a second, and buying Dragon Kid some time. What can he be going for?
He needs to buy more time than what he's got, obviously, because he's in deep trouble right now.
Well, he might need a shotgun or something like that to stop Roderick Strong. Some sort of elephant gun or something.
That would work, and then use it on the other guys in the tournament and win.
But a foot to the face.
Deja vu!
Go for the deja vu. Yes, he gets to the deja vu. Unbelievable. I believe I've seen that maneuver before, the deja vu.
Yeah, I don't know. I seen that deja vu about deja vu.
Here is
moonsault from the middle rope, the breathtaking move.
Moonsault press from the second rope, taking out Roderick Strong. That is one of Dragon Kid's signature maneuvers right there. And I think that he bought himself some more time. But what did it take out of Dragon Kid?
It obviously taking something out because Rick Knox is putting the count on, and he's been counting for quite a bit there. I don't know. I would hate to see us end a double count out. That would actually bump the winner of our next match, Davey and Austin Aries, into the finals, right? Yeah, be the finals. My goodness.
Not the finals of the tournament, but they would still have to face each other, no?
He'd make it to the final 3 if there's a double count out.
I see.
I know, it's weird thinking that. Oh my gosh, that's just how important these matches are.
That's right. I mean, the results actually affect the rest of the bracket.
God forbid a match actually matters who wins and loses. Fuck.
Well, exactly. Wow. Taro actually taking umbrage with results in pro wrestling. And now caught actually right there by Dragon Kid. Where's he?
I don't know who got caught. Who caught who? Oh, he's going for. Is he going for the Diamond Dust?
Oh, he got him. He got him right there, just flipping over Roderick Strong. Actually, almost like a. Getting that shoulder right into the upper, under the jaw.
And he
right
was
there.
so effective using that move on Friday, the first night against Quicksilver. That helped him, get that victory.
That's right. Dragon Kid ducks under, and now what is this?
Oh, look at this! Speaking of Quicksilver,
Yeah.
a move that Quicksilver has used in the past very effectively. It's the head scissors into a submission hold.
That's right, and we can get a submission right here because this is the man who started that move.
Yes.
And he has it on effectively.
Uh-oh.
Now, wow! Just pancakes him right straight down.
It's time for some flapjacks at the IHOP, baby. I want the chocolate chip kind.
Now, Roderick Strong rolls him over, hooks the leg. 2 count only. Dragon Kid showing his resiliency. This man, Dragon Kid, has wrestled in so many matches against top talent against the world, but Roderick Strong wants to win that Battle of Los Angeles Championship. Ever since he's come into Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Roderick Strong has made a huge impression.
Absolutely, he's been here a year and a half now. Yeah, I'm sure he definitely wants to prove himself even more because he's only gotten 1 title shot, and that was in a tag title match when him and Jack lost to Davey versus Super Dragon.
That's right. Oh, and now draping that arm over the rope, Dragon Kid goes to the floor, and now Dragon Kid with the springboard, the flipping moonsault right there.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Another move
2 count only.
helped him win on the first night, but unfortunately it didn't help him out yet. But obviously it's the wear and tear that's going on with Roderick Strong at the moment. He's in deep trouble.
That's right. And now Roderick Strong in a dire amount of trouble right here, and I don't think I've ever said that in
It's
my
like Dragon Kid's not doing too well either.
Hops to the shoulders of Roderick Strong, go for the Rana, but caught by Roderick Strong. He takes him back up. What could this be? Oh, got him caught. And now going to the suplex. Oh my God.
Wow.
Actually got the Diamond Dust out of that. Unbelievable. Dragon Kid actually getting out of that maneuver, that suplex maneuver, dropping down, and now going back to that arm. A very smart maneuver right here. He could get the submission win, and Dragon Kid actually rolling to his back.
Wow.
That could be dangerous right there. But no, he gets back up, and now, but loses the hold a little bit, and now Roderick Strong, the pin. Wow. Roderick living up to his
Boy,
name.
much like Bob Backlund right there. Escaping out of that.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Roderick turns the Dragon Kid inside out.
He could have knocked him out right there. This could definitely do it.
1, 2. Oh!
Oh,
2
wow.
only. I thought I saw Rick knock his hand go down.
He's tingling the 2, so that means it's only 2, and I think the fans are pretty pissed off. They thought it was a 3, and Roderick Strong definitely thought it was a 3.
I would have.
Dragon Kid, I'm sure, is happy that it wasn't, but he's really, my gosh, he's just getting abused right now in this section of the match.
Absolutely. And now Roderick Strong, what is he going to have to do? He signals the cutthroat. If this was the NFL, he would be fine
Yes.
right now. But in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, it can only mean that you might be the Battle of Los Angeles champion. Whoa!
And that
We saw that move on
crucifix.
Quicksilver, the crucifix into the
He almost
2
got
count
a
only.
quick victory out of nowhere. And this is a great match in that I can't really pick a winner here. I wasn't sure who was going to win this match. You have 2 equal competitors, so talented as only you could get here across the ground. Look at roll up into a Ronda coming up.
Oh,
We
caught
got caught.
again. Caught again.
Oh,
Yes, he got it. 1, 2. Oh, 2 count only.
Gosh.
Wow, that could have been it. Rolling up for that Rana actually caught, but still had enough to get him over. Now,
and he snapped him too, which causes more of an impact than would be in a normal Rana.
Dragon Kid says that he's going to be running off the ropes. He does, and Roderick Strong. Oh,
No.
the press slam. Oh, just taking him down.
And see, you're seeing over the course of these 3 nights, the guys, each guy, what moves they like to use the most, what's most
1,
effective.
2.
Because that's that move he used on Rocky Romero last night.
That's right. Rocky Romero going down to the hands of Roderick Strong, and now Roderick Strong going off the ropes. Dragon Kid, drop toe hold, holding him on the ropes. We saw this 2 nights
He's
ago.
gonna go for the leg drop.
Gonna go for the drop kick. There it is.
Sorry, drop kick.
And now, Dragon Kid going for the Dragon Rana right here.
Comes.
So he got rid of Quicksilver. Goes up. Caught by Roderick Strong.
Oh, he's got him about the crowd. That's happened in the first match.
That's right.
Against Rocky Romero.
That's right.
And there's a tap just like that.
Roderick Strong advances in the Battle of Los Angeles tournament.
The main event match for this evening, the first evening of the first round of the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles. PWG World Tag Team Champions Kevin Steen, Mr. Wrestling, and El Generico take on the team of representing Typhoon in Dragon Gate in Japan. Dragon Kid and Susumu Yokosuka. Yokosuka.
It's a lot of vowels.
It is a lot of vowels. I believe the U's may be silent, though. I'm not 100% sure. The silence that they do.
The Susumu? They just make it
We'll just call him Yokosuka from here on out.
works for me.
I think so. And these two men, much like El Generico and Kevin Steen, former enemies and very bitter enemies, much like Kevin Steen and El Generico, but now teaming together. And interesting to point out that Yokosuka and Dragon Kid will be facing off tomorrow night around night 2 of the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles. And so, I'd be amazed to see what kind of teamwork we can expect here, or if one of the partners would be willing to sacrifice, maybe kind of take a half step back to break up the submission hold, or something like that, to let their partner, Dragon Kid, for instance, take a little more punishment tonight, so you have to do a little less tomorrow night in their singles encounter.
But you don't want to leave too much, because as you can see, the PWG World Tag Team titles are on the line. A big opportunity for the Typhoon team.
And show sportsmanship here by the champions and the challengers.
All kinds of international ramifications. A Canadian and a maybe Mexican teaming up against two Japanese.
With an American referee.
In America.
International incident written all over it. And Yokosuka looks to be starting the match against, as the camera pans left, Kevin Steen.
There it is, Mr. Wrestling.
Mr. Wrestling and El Generico, of course, both have been to Japan in Dragon Gate, and Kevin Steen also went to 0-1, but so these four men, no strangers to one another, and this is actually Yokosuka's first appearance here in PWG, and what a first appearance it is to have a tag team title shot against Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen and El Generico. And El Generico, of course, up until the last show, was the PWG World Champion, and it was for a period of about, I would say, 14 minutes. Once again, he's the only man to have held this honor twice. Was a World Champion and World Tag Team Champion.
Wow.
And both times his reigns ended very very quickly. Kevin Steen with a little bit of mockery there in the face of Yokosuka, and Yokosuka explaining to Rick Knox that it's a cultural thing. You can't.
That's what that is. He's going to his level.
Yeah. Do not malign me for the ways of my people. Yeah. And now Yokosuka sweeps out the leg of Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen no longer wearing that knee brace, that can opener, as we like to call it, as they call it, on the football field. And but yeah, after having some knee surgery last year, seems to be in pretty good shape as far as his knees go.
So Generico had the tag titles and the heavyweight title simultaneously.
Yes, earlier this year, he actually defeated Human Tornado, and then he, along with Quicksilver, were PWG World Human Tornado for the World Championship, and then he and Quicksilver were World Tag Team Champions. Then Quicksilver's injury, of course, took him out of PWG and out of wrestling in general, actually. And so El Generico was stripped of the tag team titles, which were then, we had to have the tournament earlier this year, the DDT4 tag team title tournament, and then that led to the team of Pac and Roderick Strong winning the titles. And so
there's a bow back for Kevin Steen.
There we see Kevin Steen right back in his face. And El Generico, of course, while he was stripped of the tag titles, held on to the world title and held on to it through July, the PWG's 4th anniversary show. And in the semi-main event, or what was supposed to be the main event, but what ended up being the semi-main event, he and Kevin Steen defeated Pac and Roderick Strong for the tag titles, and then American Dragon Bryan Danielson came to the ring, and he requested title shot because due to some transportation problems with the Briscoes, as we mentioned earlier this evening, they were unable to make it, so things got changed around, and Generico was good enough to honor Danielson's title shot, and Danielson ended up defeating him.
So on both ends of his heavyweight title reign, he held the tag title for a short amount of time.
Yes, it was very true.
That's interesting.
Dragon Kid with the arm drag, and now charging in and ducks the clothesline from El Generico, goes through another head scissors, and El Generico is got to look out for Dragon Kid. Dragon Kid with the 818 on the ropes though.
818 the area code in Japan.
818 actually the area code in Burma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I think for Japan you have to dial a country code, then an area code, and then a prefecture. And, it gets really messy.
Carry the two.
So it's just easier to say 818. But Yokosuka is tagged back into the ring, and El Generico a bit slow to get back in after being caught off guard by Dragon Kid, and Yokosuka just charges in and takes the fight directly to El Generico, not waiting a second to capitalize on El Generico's momentary distraction coming back into the ring.
But sometimes
Now this is very interesting because both times that Generico has wrestled Shima in PWG. Oh, now Yokosuka using the tassel to choke El Generico, but Shima has targeted the tassel of El Generico, and Shima, of course, a member of Typhoon.
I believe he's in the corner.
He is in the corner shouting instructions in Japanese, but we don't know what he could be saying. He could be shouting to choke Generico with the tassel. I'm not sure.
Perfectly legal.
But so I mean,
he could be spouting his his life history. Who knows?
Jumping elbow to the back by Dragon Kid.
He could be reading his biography on tape to a blind person.
That very well could be. And now
the Typhoon Squad now double whipping El Generico across the ring. Oh, wait a minute, Dragon Kid.
Look at this teamwork. Boots him, and now goes through, up and over. Head scissors his own partner into an offensive maneuver.
Dragon Kid standing guard on Kevin Steen, and sometimes the worst of enemies make the best of partners. They know each other very well, and then if they can channel the energy and get on the same page and work on the same team, you could very easily have new tag team champions.
That's exactly what they did. They just recaptured some of their singles encounters into an offensive maneuver as a tag team.
And
That's unbelievable.
we've seen Steen and Generico do that as well.
Yeah, and it's very impressive every time I see it. And now Yokosuka with the butterfly hold on El Generico. El Generico trying to make it over to the ropes to break it up. Does make it to the rope. Rick Knox tells Yokosuka to relinquish the hold in English, yes. But Yokosuka does have a rudimentary understanding of the English language because he actually has a rudimentary understanding of quite a few languages because his T-shirt actually lists his name in about 25 different languages down the back.
Interesting.
Now, Dragon Kid is just, he's asking for it. He's channeling the spirit of Necro Butcher, I think.
There's a match. Make that.
Oh, God.
High shoulders.
High angle.
Man.
Dropped him down hard. And Dragon Kid maybe wishing he was Necro Butcher. It might have been a little harder to lift there for El Generico. And Yokosuka, though, making it into the ring, knocking Kevin Steen off the apron, and no tag was made as Dragon Kid is now capitalizing on El Generico, despite El Generico hitting that high angle backdrop suplex. Drop kick in the corner. El Generico goes down. Kevin Steen hops up to the apron and I believe makes a tag. Just charged in at Dragon Kid. Yokosuka had his back turned.
Waited to take a shot. Oh,
wow! He just planted him.
He's stuck. Now trying to bait Yokosuka into the ring. Not gonna happen.
And now Kevin Steen is generally the powerhouse in every match that he's in. This match especially, he's got to have, I would say probably close to 60 or 80 pounds on Dragon Kid.
Yeah, easily.
And probably like 60 to 50 pounds on Yokosuka. And so, I mean, Kevin Steen could really just manhandle either of these two men. Oh, and there we see the eye poke from Kevin Steen. Oh, Kevin Steen. Jackie Fargo rolling over his grave. And now Kevin Steen back in control of Dragon Kid. Never out of control of Dragon Kid with the back elbow, only getting a 2 count. Knocks Yokosuka off the ring apron, returning the favor. And there we see Shima in the corner, trying to looking on as his teammates in Typhoon they're here on the main event of night 1, challenging for the PWG World Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, and while Steen probably has 60 or 80 pounds on Dragon Kid, I would say Dragon Kid has about 20 to 25 miles per hour on Kevin Steen.
Easily. I think if they were to run the 40-yard dash, I think Dragon Kid could do it in about 3 seconds. Kevin Steen would do it in about 13 seconds.
There you go.
And now Generico driving the point of his elbow into the back of the head of Dragon Kid. You know, it's funny because we previously, not in commentary before, we talked about Kevin Steen's football career with the Montreal Alouettes.
Ah, yes.
And that's where he actually received his knee injury in the first place. And so, you know, not known as a 40-yard dash runner. He's more of a pass blocker.
Yes.
And so not known for his speed on the ground. He uses his strength and his burliness on the football field and in the ring.
I believe PCO played linebacker.
That's right. Spinning or the flipping leg drop from Kevin Steen, a staple of his offensive maneuvers.
Repertoire.
And now Yokosuka he sweeps up the leg, but Kevin Steen is right there, and he just rocks Yokosuka with an elbow. And Kevin Steen, I think he knew that was coming as he turned his back to pin Dragon Kid, and he just baited Yokosuka in there for that.
You see Generico sometimes trying to restrain a little bit of the aggressiveness of Steen and maybe make him a little more sportsman, but that's hard to do, and you can't argue with their success. Just when you think they're battling, they're almost like brothers. They seem to get along at the end of the day.
Very true. Kevin Steen showing off the muscles and he drops him down.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, I think so. He's a little bit of Chris Jericho there, actually, old school Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho was in war, wrestling and romance war.
Wrestling and romance.
Yeah, that's a long time. Lionheart Chris Jericho, and when he wore the yellow and black trunks. Yeah. He was about 60 pounds over. And it's talking about 60 pounds, the much smaller Dragon Kid in there now with El Generico. El Generico not with that big of a weight advantage, but definitely has a height advantage, a distinct height advantage over Dragon Kid. And Dragon Kid though only getting his shoulders up in the nick of time. El Generico dropping the elbow across the back. Not a common maneuver for El Generico.
No, or in wrestling really, an elbow drop like that.
To the small of the back.
Yeah.
And
picks him up. Not El Generico, an average-sized guy, but definitely with a profound size advantage here.
It's not often you see that, and now Dragon Kid backed into the corner by El Generico. El Generico tags out to Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen, and this is some very effective tag team wrestling we're seeing here by the champions. And
Generico sportsman-like backing off,
but Kevin Steen right there to take advantage of it, and that is the great difference in the personality between these two men. Kevin Steen will take any opportunity he can to defeat his opponent, whereas El Generico is more often than not a good sport and will let his opponent have a fair shake. Very much plays hard and fast by the rules of professional wrestling. Yes, indeed. And now Dragon Kid reverses Kevin Steen. Now reverses Dragon Kid, throws him up and over, and Kevin Steen eats an elbow shot from Dragon Kid. Goes for a cross body block, but Kevin Steen catches him, hooks him, head scissors, takes down Kevin Steen.
Dragon Kid now, that long walk, dive and making the tag. In comes Yokosuka.
And El Generico charges in. Kevin Steen didn't see it coming, caught an elbow from Yokosuka. Overhand chops coming from both men. Boot to the midsection from El Generico. Another boot goes to the enziguri. Yokosuka ducks. He says, "This is my country's move, not yours."
That's right.
And now he's got him up. Drops him down, a double knee buster, and drop kicks the knee out from underneath El Generico, taking out his vertical base.
Here comes Dragon Kid.
8-1-8 to the upper shoulder blades of El Generico. Now up, down to the floor off the turnbuckle.
Effortlessly through the air. Amazing. And now we have Yokosuka and Steen trading in the ring.
Dragon Kid like a hummingbird.
It's just floating.
Oh, goes for the big clothesline, but Kevin Steen not taking off his feet, nonplussed by Yokosuka. Yokosuka charges in again, could be going for a third time, swings for the fences. Kevin Steen blocks enziguri. The step up enziguri.
Kick to the back of the head.
Drops him.
Thunder style.
Covers and the legs hooked. 2 count only as Yokosuka kicks out.
No save, all kick out there, and Steen staying on him now. Maybe looking for that package pile driver.
He's going for it, but Yokosuka is blocking it. He got the wide vertical base to prevent Kevin Steen from locking his hands and sinking in that package pile driver. Blocks the lariat attempt and catches him, but Kevin Steen, their hammers on the back of his head. There we see another lariat, and then drops him down, exploder suplex right on the back of Steen's head. El Generico came in for the save, but Yokosuka was right there. Comes up, drops him on his own partner.
Yes.
Lateral press, 1, 2 count as Kevin Steen kicks out.
A Dominator style.
Dragon Kid tagged back into the match, lying in wait for Kevin Steen or El Generico to get back up to their feet.
It was so dangerous.
Drop kicks to the chest, but Kevin Steen knocked into his own corner, tags in El Generico. El Generico goes for the clothesline. Oh my God, he goes for the crossbody. Generico first just muscled him over, and there we see the strength and size advantage coming into play as El Generico into a backbreaker just broke the back.
Yeah, don't see that very much out of Generico. Dragon Kid that you saw him there springboarding up on the top, but that's kind of his calling card. He's very, very dangerous from there. I think we're about to see.
Now comes up. Flipping Ace Crusher, drops El Generico down, and now rolls through into the Cristo. He's got him locked in, and El Generico's got nowhere to go. He needs to make his way over to the ropes, but he's in the center of the ring. He's in no man's land, or Guantanamo Bay, as we called it, right in the middle of the torture zone. As Yokosuka,
he's got Steen by the ankle.
He's holding Steen out, preventing him from breaking it up, and El Generico is deep within Guantanamo Bay. You know, American citizens, they can't travel to Cuba, but Canadian citizens and Mexican citizens, they can travel to Cuba freely, and that's exactly what El Generico did. Unfortunately,
rolls into the ropes.
Finally making it to the ropes, forcing Dragon Kid to break it up, and Dragon Kid inflicting quite a bit of punishment on El Generico right there with the Cristo on the ground.
Now we have Yokosuka coming and tries luck against El Generico. Basing his weight, not looking to be a powerbomb, wherever that was. He's
smacking on the posterior giblet, really working it. He's really going to town on it. But El Generico, you can see, keeping a wide vertical base, preventing Yokosuka. Could be going for the Yokosuka cutter,
yes,
which is one of his signature maneuvers. But El Generico had it well scouted, reversed out of it. I think Yokosuka spent too much time playing around, not enough time trying to get. But maybe he's just playing possum.
Possum.
He's up in the corner. He just charged up El Generico.
I can't believe it.
He's surprised. But Yokosuka is he's tussling up on the top rope. He's got him hooked in. El Generico blocks it, hits him with a couple elbows to the trapezius.
Yes.
Right now Yokosuka down, and El Generico goes up.
Split like a moonsault here.
Comes up. Yokosuka gets the knees up.
Double knees.
Into the corner. Diving back elbow as El Generico staggered. El Generico now chases him. Hits him with a luva kick. And now El Generico is sending him up to the top rope, going for the turnbuckle brainbuster. But Dragon Kid is right there.
Absolutely. He knew that would have been it.
Right there to block it, but El Generico knocks Dragon Kid off the ring apron.
Dragon Kid coming around the other side now.
Kevin Steen charges at Dragon Kid. Low bridge takes him out. And now hammers the knee of El Generico.
Wait a second, no way.
Oh no, this is bad news, Bears. Go to Japan as he takes him down, and El Generico is up on his feet, but he is dazed as Yokosuka charges in with a big clothesline, picks him up onto the top rope. He's got him hooked in, and this is trouble for the PWG World Tag Team Champions.
Big time trouble.
Got him hooked in. Could be like
Exploder from the top.
Oh my God! Exploder from the top. I thought it might be the way to the future. 1, 2 count. I thought that was 3. Dragon Kid tag back in. El Generico is in a lot of trouble here, bro.
A haluva amount of trouble. Ichi knee, and he's out to it now. Dragon Kid, look at this.
Dragon Rana! 1, 2. Oh my God, Kevin.
Steen knew he couldn't get to him, so he shoved Yokosuka into the pin to break it. Very, very smart tag team wrestling in the heat of the moment there. I'm not talking about Asia. That disrespect our Japanese fans. But pushing him in there to break that count and holding on to the World Tag Team titles for Steen and Generico.
Unbelievable. Great presence of mind. Great tag team wrestling from Kevin Steen. And that is truly why they call him Mr. Wrestling. As Dragon Kid goes to throw El Generico into the ropes. But instead, El Generico reverses. He's got him hooked in. He's got the arms hooked. We've seen this before. Brings him in. Catches him in the front chancery. Goes down. 1, 2 count. Only El Generico. I think it might have been.
sure, but very effective. Not effective to make a victory, but very impressive. And now, I think the champions now got him where they want him, bringing in the fresher Kevin Steen. Oh, man.
Kevin Steen up to the top rope.
Swanton.
Oh, he goes for the Tope Atomico, but Dragon Kid out of the way, and now Dragon Kid into the corner, boot to the face of El Generico. Dragon Kid charges in, goes for the clothesline. El Generico going for the half and half. The Tiger suplex 85, but Dragon Kid reverse.
Oh, super kick right into the half and half.
Oh my God! He turned his attention for a second, and Kevin Steen hit with a super kick. Oh my God! Dragon Kid kicks out. Yokosuka is just shouting words of encouragement. He couldn't make it there in time.
Standing guard.
And now Dragon Kid is set up in the corner. Kevin Steen going up to the top. Could be going for the picture-perfect moonsault. Not if Yokosuka has anything to say about it, as he hammers him with that overhand chop. Kevin Steen throws Yokosuka into the waiting grasp of El Generico. El Generico throws Yokosuka out. Indeed, he does, Bryce.
Oh, they've isolated Dragon Kid. It seems like throws him up. Oh, amazing!
He caught him in the fisherman, or excuse me, the fireman's carry.
Dragon
off the top rope. 1, 2, 2. Kevin Steen kicks out. I thought we had new champion.
Yokosuka had Generico, and he had to kick out. There was no saving, but now the fans are on their feet and burning. Oh, Dragon Rod again! No, holds on.
Kevin Steen reverses.
Saw it coming.
Air raid crash. Hooks the leg.
2.
Dragon Kid kicks out of the air raid crash. Kevin Steen slashes the throat. He says this has got to be it. He's got him hooked in for the package pile driver. He reverses into it. Kevin Steen rolls through. Hooks on, or he holds on. He's got him in the package pile driver. Drops him down.
Generico waiting with the buster. Oh, he lands.
Stop.
Legal man, Steen making the cover.
1, 2, 3. That is it. The BWG World Tag Team Champions hold on to their titles for another night. And fans, thank you very much for joining us here on night 1 of the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles tournament. We hope you'll join us tomorrow for night 2. For myself and Bryce Remsburg, we say thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. First round matchup of the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles. Susumu Yokosuka and Dragon Kid here in the main event at night 2 of PWG's 2007 Battle of Los Angeles. Dino Winwood, how do you feel about the weekend right now?
So, I can't wait to see this match. I'm waiting all night for this one.
And I believe this is the match that you specifically, this is the match specifically booked for this tournament that you've been so highly anticipated that you held a tournament just to have this match.
Indeed, I admit I got a little selfish on this, but I got a feeling the fans are going to be happy that I picked this one, and that I'm willing to share it with them.
Does it bother you at all that these two are tournaments in Typhoon Stadium? You could be driving a rift between these two men.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said, let's get the action underway. Senior official Rick Knox here to oversee the action, and great show of sportsmanship despite the harsh words exchanged last night, or the harsh gestures.
Yes, there were words. We just couldn't understand.
After their loss to El Generico and
Kevin Steen,
World Tag Team Champions. It's good that you remember that. And now Susumu Yokosuka with the only arm Kid that reverses takes him down with the arm drag, and Dragon Kid just soaking up the adulation of the fans. Yokosuka, I think, is probably the underdog in this match, just based on popularity with the fans. But Dragon Kid was here for last year's 2006 Battle of Los Angeles and competed there, and so that's the fans. Some fans out there that are not familiar with Japanese wrestling were familiar with him through that, and maybe some fans are seeing Yokosuka for the first time, and I think that they'll be quite impressed by what Susumu can do.
Absolutely, and with all those vowels, I'd be surprised if he couldn't do something.
That's true. And the Dragon Kid rolls over into a front transfer, takes him in, and now Yokosuka looking for a way to escape, and getting back up to a vertical base, grabs the wrist, and now rolls through. Yokosuka now with that
Hammerlock.
Yes, locked behind. Dragon Kid goes up, takes him out.
Just like that. Quick as a hiccup.
Dude, snap over.
It was pretty cool.
Dino and Windler just loving life right now as he's watching these two men battle it out for to see who will advance and face Generico in the 2007 Wrestling second round tomorrow evening.
Well, we said this a little bit with Aries and Strong. These guys are partners, so while they know each other's strengths, they also know each other's weaknesses, and it could be a
And there we see Dragon Kid too trusting.
Yes.
That's his weakness.
Yes.
And,
He's a kid. He's just a boy.
That's right, and he's even burned by that many times. Often giving out unwise loans to friends that are the best with money.
Yep.
And,
letting people borrow food, thinking it's going to come back somehow.
Dragon Kid though, it went up from the case door, caught him in an arm drag, took him down. Now goes around the takes him down with the head scissors. Yokosuka goes to the outside. Dragon Kid builds up a head of steam. 1-8, and nobody's home. And he put on the
Nobody's
brakes for that one.
Nobody's picking up. Right to voicemail.
And now Dragon Kid, he has got the crowd 100% behind him. Yokosuka's got an uphill battle if he wants to win over the crowd, but I think it'd be wiser for him just to concentrate on winning the match tonight.
Right. These guys gesticulated to me also before their match. They're very nervous, though. They're in a very high position. A big show. Night 2, 2007 Battle Wrestling, main event position. And the nerves are running rampant between these two as well, I believe.
And so, I mean, a lot goes into that. And I mean, not only that being in the main event position, that this is the first step towards facing American Dragon Bryan Danielson in October. And so, Dragon Kid cutting off Yokosuka, not allowing his trust to go too much further, as he just puts the boots to him as Yokosuka tried to slide into the ring.
And it takes a lot to embarrass someone wearing purple like that. Orchid or lavender, whatever that even is.
I would call that a orchid.
Okay.
But Yokosuka kicks out at 2, and Dragon Kid returns with the chin lock, just putting the pressure on Yokosuka, trying to cut off the blood flow to the bone. Yokosuka's working up the crowd, trying to win over some support, and it may be working for him as Dragon Kid is now, maybe not the fan favorite, but maybe we have about a 70-30 majority here instead of a 90-10.
Sure. And you, as the Japanese wrestling encyclopedia of this commentary booth with Scott, did you know that 046 denotes?
That's actually his area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, much like how Rey Mysterio wears the 619 on his trunks, and nobody else does. Sure, that's what Yokosuka does. Yeah.
046.
That's gonna be too long if you put the country code.
Yeah, and there's all those pluses and minuses.
So if you wanted to guess his phone number, you'd have a head start.
That's right.
You want to call him at home.
Good step. In the right direction. Dragon Kid, Yokosuka's trapped in the corner, hits him with a drop, and knocks him down.
Effortless now. Dragon Kid now.
It's been too long, man.
Stomping the feet. He's got the crowd behind him again, and now Dragon Kid, he's got 100% of the crowd, and 100% of Yokosuka's chest as he dives in with that big double boot drop kick into the chest.
Yokosuka also is Dragon Kid's vet, right? He came in a little bit before him, and maybe probably with the experience advantage of these two.
No, actually, Dragon Kid is the veteran.
Really?
Between he and Yokosuka, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Dragon Kid was from the first class of touring and trained with Shima, with Judo Sua at the time. He just turned Dragon Kid
accordion
inside out.
The little green accordion.
Yes.
And the squeeze box is playing. And Yokosuka goes,
No, it doesn't work that way.
He knows he's got Dragon Kid in a bad way, and he is just, oh my God, that was incredible. He hit him with the clothesline on the ring apron, and Dragon Kid just stuck like a dart.
The hardest part of the ring, absolutely, is that on that apron. And now, side backbreaker just wearing him down now.
And Yokosuka hooked the leg, covers him, 2 count only. I'm sure Yokosuka didn't think that he was going to get the victory there, but just forcing Dragon Kid to exert himself by kicking out and just taking the wind out of him just helps Yokosuka neutralize the aerial game of Dragon Kid, which he was so famous for.
Stretching him out there.
How could he possibly get up on those ropes if his spine is totally twisted in such a
tremendous weight. Now he could be calling for those eyes.
I think he was going for the eyes, but he thought better. He thought, hey, this guy's my teammate. Maybe I'll show a little bit of sportsmanship. But Dragon Kid not returning the favor as he just gouging the eyes of Yokosuka. Yokosuka into a pinning predicament, only a 2 count, and now Yokosuka keeping the pressure on Dragon Kid, stomps him in the center of the back.
Now he's trying to think of what to do next. Now he's just keeping ground for pound up there.
Pound and grounded. Ground and pound. Quarter pound. Third pound.
Ground beef, lean. Low fat content.
Thank you.
Let's talk about low fat content. These two men in great physical condition. We could see this match go for quite a long time.
Yeah, Dana Wood would be very upset if it happened.
Yeah, I'm sure he just hate himself. And talk about great physical condition. Look at how Yokosuka just holding up Dragon Kid.
Showing all sides.
He is presenting.
Those are about faces. Those are with purpose. This is a photo opportunity.
Takes him back and he's just holding him up there, brings him up high again, and takes him down the vertical
The
suplex.
crowd got up to 30 count on that one.
And now Evans hits the leg deep. 2 count only as Dragon Kid able to kick out.
Fixing the hair, taking a second, Thinks he's got things in good sorts right now.
And Yokosuka in control of Dragon Kid, and was fixing his hair, a bit concerned about his tonsorial positioning.
Yes.
But now Dragon Kid with his shoulders on the mat, Rick Knox making the 1 count. Dragon Kid kicking out. And Yokosuka, he has the 1 leg capture. I thought he was going for a single leg crab, but instead he's just making Dragon Kid. He's wearing him down with those pins. Oh, that time when Dragon Kid kicked out, no, instead of the single leg crab, transitions over to an STF. But after he made him kick out 4 consecutive times, forcing Dragon Kid to exert himself further.
4 consecutive times. It's beatings like this and punishment like this that turns Dragon Kids into Dragon.
That's right. You'd think after being beaten for such a long time, Dragon Kid would, not that people whip him or anything, but just after wrestling for such a long time, he would have matured.
Yes.
And maybe get scales.
Well, he's outside of the ring. He's very mature.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes needs his pacifier.
Sometimes beating him up.
Yes.
But confused with Giant Mama. Yokosuka just cranking back on that neck of Dragon Kid, preventing him from getting it to the rope.
Yeah, has all of his limbs almost tied up.
And Dragon Kid just reaching for the rope, needs to get to the ring to break this hold. Finally does, just by his fingertips, forcing Susumu Yokosuka to break up the hold.
Of course, now he's trying to gather himself. Figuring he can make this sort of Dragon attack. We're talking about 2 completely different people.
That's right.
What are you gonna do? Tell me Ultimate Dragon and Ultimo Dragon were the same person? That's far-fetched.
Dragon Kid with overhand chop. Yokosuka nonplussed by it as Dragon Kid still feeling the effects as Yokosuka was cranking on that neck of his. And Yokosuka, that is the international sign for come on. And maybe perhaps adding son of a bitch to that.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
Yokosuka goes for the vertical suplex. Dragon Kid goes behind.
Whoa! Total backbreaker.
2 count only, says Rick Knox. Yokosuka thought he had a 3 there, but Dragon Kid able to kick out and stay in this matchup.
Yes, a total roll backbreaker, much the opposite, very unpleasant as opposed to a total roll ride. Hershey Park, amusement park.
That's true. That's right. We're veteran of the native of the Hershey area. And now Yokosuka, we saw him do this last night, but it backfired on him. He's doing it again tonight, clapping along with the crowd.
Like a baby, like a kid that needs a nap.
On the posterior of Dragon Kid. But now Dragon Kid, he's lifting him up and he drops him down. An impressive display of strength by Dragon Kid. Yokosuka is not that much bigger than him, but I mean he still probably has 20 or 30 pounds of Dragon Kid. And for Dragon Kid to lift him like that, just hoist him and deadlift him and drop him down, very impressive.
Very possibly the most dramatic back body drop I've ever seen.
And now Dragon Kid goes around the Deja! Takes him down. Yokosuka spills out to the outside, and Dragon Kid is back in this match in a very big way. Goes up, outside, onto the floor. Yokosuka crashes into the floor and on the guardrail, and Dragon Kid expending quite a bit of energy on that attack, but coming away with a great result.
On the concrete pattern. Yeah, amazing body control to be 10 feet in the air like that and land perfectly on your mark. Kind of what these guys are all about. And now Dragon Kid, a little bit the worse for it too, has been beaten up for the better part of the last 5 minutes. He just took a spin on the concrete. but still, I'd take his position over Yokosuka's.
Dragon Kid back into this match, back with the momentum behind him as he takes Yokosuka back into the ring. And now Dragon Kid, I think he's just figuring out what he's going to do next after sustaining such a profound beating at the hands of Yokosuka. And again, firing up the crowd. He really seems to feed off the energy there. Oh! Springboard dropkick, changing his direction in midair. Dropkicking Yokosuka in the chest, sends him below the post, charges in, leg lariat, levels Yokosuka, or at least staggers him. Yokosuka sent into the ropes. Dragon Kid reverses, Yokosuka reverses. Dragon Kid around the horn again, into the crease though. And he's got him all tied up. Dragon Kid stuck in the Yokosuka stuck in the crease by Dragon Kid, and he's just wearing down Yokosuka. You can see Yokosuka just fading as he's trying, not tapping him, trying to get
out of the same division of Rick Knox anyway.
Getting the crowd behind him. Oh, back to his feet. Yokosuka boots and goes for a vertical super. Dragon Kid with the ace crusher, this almost like a stone cold stunner. 1, 2, 2 count only. Dragon Kid very nearly defeated Yokosuka there with that move.
Dragon Kid saying, the international sign for, that's it.
That's it, cutting the throat, getting ready. They set him up, goes to the top rope, goes for the Dragon Rana. Yokosuka ducked under, boot to the midsection. Dragon Kid off the ropes, goes for the swinging DDT. Yokosuka puts on the brakes, tosses him on his back unceremoniously. Yokosuka, just almost the mirror of what we saw Dragon Kid do, just muscled him up, prevented him from hitting that swinging DDT, and just dumped him up and over. Yokosuka charges. Corner hits him with the hard clothesline, and Dragon Kid goes down in a heap,
collapsing onto his knees.
I've not seen anyone hang their head that low since Charlie Brown, I'll tell you, man.
No, that's true.
And now Yokosuka picking Dragon Kid up, sends him onto the top rope. Yokosuka climbing to the top rope, and Dragon Kid is in no man's land up there. This could end very, very badly for Dragon Kid.
That big exploder we saw last night.
That's right. We thought it was going to be the wave of the future, but instead, Yokosuka he almost stops his momentum in midair, and hits him with another clothesline on the top rope. And he stops his momentum in midair and just really forces his opponent to take the brunt of the landing on the back of his head and on the shoulders. And then he's got him set up. There we see it. And now he's got him hooked in, hooks the leg. 1, 2 count only. Yokosuka very nearly advanced to the second round of the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles.
Not so fast though, says Dragon Kid internationally, and
using the twitch non-verbally.
Yeah. Gesticularly.
Yokosuka calling for that world liner, or not the world liner, the big clothesline, and goes for it. Dragon Kid reverses. Fix bomb! 1, 2, 3, no! There's only a 2 count, says Rick Knox, and Dragon Kid's got him up. Goes for the Hurricane Rana. Yokosuka reverses, going for the. I thought he was going for the last ride, but instead, drops him down in Death Valley driver. Yokosuka, a desperation attack, but very, very well placed and bought himself quite a bit of time. Now he's got him hooked in. Brings him up, going for the last ride. Powerbomb. The Dragon Kid. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 count for Dragon Kid. Yokosuka back up to his feet. Oh, the big clothesline.
He's got to cover him.
One of Yokosuka's big favorites, Jumbo Saruta, shades of him at that big clothesline. Runner. This has got to be it. Covers up. 1, 2. No! Dragon Kid able to kick out. I thought that had to be it, but only a 2 count as Dragon Kid had the wherewithal to stay in the match and kick out.
The fans very, very appreciative of both these men's efforts, but now I think Yokosuka done playing around, looking to put this one away.
Now calling for the world liner, that flipping powerbomb. There was world liner with 2 counts. Very nearly a 3 count again, reversing the Hurricane Rana from Dragon Kid, driving him down into the mat into a pinning predicament.
Had the presence of mind to roll through on that momentum.
I noticed that we all just exhaled on that one, man. We did not know how that one was going to end.
Very nearly a 3 count. Yokosuka can't believe it. He thought he had Dragon Kid finished up, but now he come for the last ride off the top rope, and things would not look good for Dragon Kid if that were to happen.
The final ride, the very super last ride.
The ultimate ride.
Yeah.
3-point break.
Yes.
got him up. Dragon Kid going.
Deceptive power of
Yokosuka just hoisting Dragon Kid up. He's got him up. He's got a handful of chunks.
Oh, man!
And Dragon Kid, he's up on his feet, goes through, swings into it. Tries to win face first.
Right on top of 1, 2.
Yokosuka kicks out of the DDT. Dragon Kid, he's slashing the throat saying this is it. And if he hits the Rana, this could be it very well.
This is the deal.
Up, down. Oh, sticks it too. That was it. Dragon Kid sticks the Dragon Rana and advances to the second round of the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles. Thank you from myself, Commissioner of Wrestling, Dino Woodward, and Junior Wrestler, and Junior. Match between Dragon Kid and El Generico will go on to face Nigel McGuinness. We just saw handily defeat Necro Butcher. It didn't seem to be that Nigel took that much punishment in that match, but I mean, that's a relative thing, you know. It's like I didn't take too much punishment in the pillow fight, but I still got a bloody nose.
Right.
I didn't take too much punishment in the Necro Butcher match, but I still got a slight concussion. Yes, you know. So I mean, it's all relative, but you know, I mean, think about this before this match gets underway. In the perfect storm, we could have seen Dragon Kid take on Necro Butcher in the semifinal of the 2007 Battle Wrestling. Right. And we could still see Dragon Kid and Nigel McGuinness, or we could see El Generico and Nigel McGuinness. But Dragon Kid getting things kicked off with a bang, following in the footsteps of Necro Butcher. That's another thing I never thought I'd say. But he's following in the footsteps, catching El Generico off guard with that leg lariat, and the former PWG World Champion, current PWG World Tag Team Champion, is at the mercy of the smaller man as he leapfrogs over. Dragon Kid using his speed to his advantage, and now going up in top, put on the brakes. I think El Generico trying to suplex him over the top, but now takes him down with almost like a leg drag as El Generico spills to the outside. Generico trying to recollect his thoughts. Dragon Kid puts on the brakes with the 818. Generico slides in and hits, following in the footsteps of Nigel McGuinness, just lariats Dragon Kid out of his shoes.
You know, Dragon Kid kind of mocking El Generico, his ring mannerisms, and kind of paying the price right here for that. But that move, well scouted. You know, El Generico recently wrestling in Dragon Kid promotion, and I obviously remember that maneuver from Dragon Kid.
Indeed, he did. And now, after dropping the elbow on the small of Dragon Kid's back, El Generico is in control of this match despite the way things started. That chop takes Dragon Kid down. Dragon Kid just bending over backwards after that hard knife-edge chop from El Generico.
And almost into a bridge, which was quite unique, and it hurt so much. And now El Generico really methodical about how he's going to take apart Dragon Kid right here, moving very slowly. But you kind of have to pace yourself in this environment. These matches are getting more important, and the heat is actually rising, if that's possible.
You know, I mean, it's funny because it seems like as the night goes on, it gets cooler outside, it should get cooler inside. But I mean, all this hot air is just trapped inside this building, inside this armory, with these lights and just the body heat of the fans, as we mentioned before, and the wrestlers. It's oppressive heat. It just makes things sluggish. Generico brings up Dragon Kid and drops him down with the back suplex. And another thing we mentioned before but haven't touched on since is the scouting that's going on. And Nigel McGuinness didn't even leave didn't even head backstage after his match. He went instantly upstairs and is now watching from the best seat in the house, or the best seat he could find, and is watching this match with great interest as El Generico takes on Dragon Kid. And it's important that you research your opponent, but it almost seems more important to get out of the heat. I mean, that's another double-edged sword. Like we talked about with taping up your injury, tipping your hand. But do you go outside? Do you recuperate? Do you cool down? Do you grab a water and try to catch your breath in preparation for your next match? Or do you stay inside, this hot armory? Do you watch your opponent's next match and formulate strategies? I mean, you basically have to formulate two strategies at once because you don't know if you're facing El Generico, you don't know if you're facing Dragon Kid, and so I mean, you have to see who looks the weaknesses of both men. And you have to figure out how that you can exploit those weaknesses and use them to your advantage in the next round match.
I have to use a baseball analogy here. Oh no, my goodness!
Dragon Kid springed out of the corner, caught him there we see El Generico returning the favor with a leg lariat from earlier. But Dragon Kid,
wow.
that is that agility that we were talking about that can catch you so off guard and that can change the complexion of a match instantaneously.
That's right.
So your baseball analogy.
In baseball they have rain delays, so there could be like a 2-hour rain delay before a baseball game. So it's like you're all warmed up, ready to go, and 2 hours later the game starts. But you think to yourself, the other team also has that rain delay and they have to prepare. So it's like there really is no winning. You basically have to do what you do and just cool down and just wait until the next one. But remember, your opponent has to go through exactly the same thing that you do. So there really is no exact strategy.
Dragon Kid reversing and slamming El Generico face first into the top rope, and Dragon Kid goes around the horn, takes him down with the deja vu head scissors. Generico on the outside, and Dragon Kid, he's going up to the top, or goes up to the middle. Moonsault press onto the outside, almost a replay of their match from night one, the tag team affair with Dragon Kid and Susumu Yokosuka taking on El Generico and Kevin Steen for the second time in this weekend. These two men are meeting, and Dragon Kid showing that he's picked up a few things from their matchup on Friday night. But Disco Machine. Go back to your rain delay analogy. Necro Butcher, but Dragon Kid coming off the top with a drop kick. Generico dropped on the back of his head and then caught with that leg lariat back elbow combo by Dragon Kid. Dragon Kid goes up, caught him in the crucifix, spins around, and now catches him in the Cristo, locks on, spins around. There we see the Cristo. He's got his heels dug in, and he's just punishing El Generico in the center of the ring. But to go back to the rain delay analogy, are you saying that a match with Dragon Kid will affect you in the same way as a match with Necro Butcher?
I didn't say that at all. It might affect you if you were before that rain delay beaten with a baseball.
I see. But El Generico beating Dragon Kid with a backbreaker, coming out of that Cristo and just dropping Dragon Kid's entire weight on his outstretched knee. Now he's got the arms hooked in. We've seen him use this as a setup for the Brain Buster. He's got him in, brings him up. Dragon Kid reversed out of it into a side headlock, into a pinning predicament, only getting a 2 count as El Generico kicked down, caught by surprise by Dragon Kid, and that is that deadly agility we were speaking about earlier.
And we've seen this before, where he does the springboard and into the Hurricanrana. He's setting up for it right here.
The Dragon Rana. Generico though charges into the rope. Goes for the Luva kick. Dragon Kid a step ahead, but wasn't a step ahead that time. Half and half. Tiger suplex 85. Drives him into the canvas. 1, 2 count only is Dragon Kid able to kick out.
And Dragon Kid now scrambling, trying to get to the ropes or to the outside.
Just trying to get away from El Generico.
But he's in a wrong position here.
Setting him up, he's stomping it, or he's about to stomp his feet, at least I think he is.
Might be too tired.
There we see the stomp of the feet, the haluva kick, he's charging in, but Dragon Kid gets his boot up, put a premature stop to that. Now he's got him coming, crucifix, bomb! 1, 2 count only, El Generico kicks out.
Wow, and Dragon Kid that close to putting out the former PWG champion, the current tag team champion, El Generico, and now going to the top.
Generico springs back up to his feet, cuts Dragon Kid off on the top rope. He's got him set up. Going for the turnbuckle brain buster. He's got him up. Dragon Kid.
Who got the better of that?
Oh my God!
Dragon Kid did. Got him.
Dragon Kid back to his feet, defying odds, defying logic, defying nature. Comes up. Sticks it. 1, 2 count only. El Generico kicks out. Oh my God!
Unbelievable.
Oh my set up in the corner. Turnbuckle brain buster. Drove him down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. That is it. El Generico with the turnbuckle brainbuster defeats Dragon Kid to advance to face Nigel McGuinness in Block C of the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles.